not in Hennepin County. And after I get done, filming onto this phone from this phone of proof of a skinwalker deer, then I'm going to go outside the library here in New Ulm, Minnesota, and I'm going to film the sign. Since you idiot piece of shit federal agents and state vice agents and state police and crooked New Ulm, Minnesota police stole my RDFI chip, you want to say that I'm in a different city? Wrong thing to fucking do. That deer is missing its nose, or it's like injured where the nose is falling off, or didn't transform all the way. I'm filming a past video on April 5th, 2026. Planning on exploring down there by Dogman Island. It's near Dogman Island. On the bike trail, walking path, New Ulm, Minnesota. Alright, there's too many people around the library, so I didn't want to film and speak out loud about what's happening. So I'm going to film this sign again near Dogman Island down in the woods over there on the bike trail. This is the only building like this in the whole planet, okay? So this is only in one city, in New Ulm, Minnesota. Simple as that. And to prove it, there's an electrical box here, or go film the other one behind there again like I did the other day. Right here. New Ulm Public Utility, people. Y'all already stole. If you got undercover vice agents working there too, you're gonna get shocked. One day you will take its karma course of y'all being violated for doing what you did to me. Thinking that it's a game where you get to go to church and sing holy sin hymns and get forgiven, and you got a wife and kids, and there you're a good man since they allowed you to fucking make some kids. Right for you. Wrong. Anyone can fucking make kids. If I would have came inside every single girl I ever had sex with, I'd have over 60 kids. So at the end of the day, you people are nothing. And anyway, now I'm gonna. Hello, Governor. Sometimes I call the birds governor too. Usually just the squirrels. And anyway, I'm gonna go back to that area where I was yesterday. But I uploaded it today, obviously. But if you look at the video closely, you'll know I did film yesterday. It stinks real bad right here in this pond. And anyway, long story short, there's a tunnel that goes underneath the train tracks. I ended up looking in there anyway without the camera rolling, but we'll go back to that spot just to film. And anyway, I'm gonna pause it until I get there. As well, I come bearing gifts. In the backpack, I got a whole bunch of loaves of bread to gift to the bipedal humanoid creature that created Dogman Island. I'm gonna call it that since there is such a place supposedly, and it is an island, and I believe it's either, how you say, deer people. That's the watcher deer. Watches people and they enter in, sees what they're thinking somehow. Maybe. And then if you believe in the native legends like I do, deer people, meaning mystical beings that have powers and they choose to only turn into deer. Now hypothetically, call them skinwalkers, but hold on, there's a bird right there in the sky. I'm gonna film it. That is a huge bird. It's one of those vultures or buzzards that was I filmed yesterday. I filmed 3 huge birds when I was standing at Dogman Island, on Dogman Island. And anyway, like I said, I don't know if it's the deer that cross over to that island and take the bread, or do they, how you say, skinwalker, morph into a different being or creature. And anyway, next time or today, maybe today, I don't know, I'll walk over there too. It's odd because I remember when this place just started or whatever, there wasn't a clearing over there. Meaning, I don't know how all that got cleared out. Then there's all these broken trees and stuff right there. And to me, it looks like it's naturally not broken. It's not natural. This is my opinion of it. Now, we'll go in right here. There's a deer right there too. There's a whole bunch of them over there. They all stood up. Now, if you watched the video intently yesterday when I was filming, when these deer came, how you say, running through the woods, a squirrel climbed up the tree as fast as he could, as if the squirrel was scared of these deer, scared to make it eaten. And anyway, look at this, how I just entered this area of the woods. That's all put there, okay? That's bent in there like that. And that's bent down. Little arch right here. Anyway, now we're gonna walk towards these deer, see what happens. Watch this. As soon as I did that, that deer didn't know what to do. Mind you, I got the same outfit on. I look like a Sasquatch kind of with this outfit on purpose. Anyway, here the train is. Another theory of mine is goat man or dog man. Hitch a ride on the train, hop off wherever they think they could get away with living at. And then anyway, if you listen to the podcasts on the internet, on YouTube, there's a story about in Pennsylvania, goat man killing people under a bridge where the train crosses. Now imagine running fast enough to hop on the back of that, which, how you say, goat man or dog man easily could. Now, honestly, don't care if you don't believe my theory. There's people that documented actual attacks, like young couples that escaped the goat man in Pennsylvania. Now I'm gonna walk on the tracks, or oh, it's over here. I was wondering where the hell it is. And anyway, there's a spot over here. I'm gonna film that first, and then I'm gonna gift the bread that I got in my backpack. It is fresh bread too, from Jimmy John's hoagie bread that they make too much and throw it away at night. I got lucky that when I found it, it's still good, and lucky that it's in its own individual bag. I mean, it's not in there with just random trash. It's just in there with bread. And anyway, now, first things first, I'm gonna film this tunnel because that's where the video cut off. Yo, is that a bone? It is. And anyway, here it is. Skinwalker Tunnel. See, I thought there'd be something in there when I peeked in there yesterday, especially since the camera shut off, but there wasn't. But I'm gonna go down there anyway and show you. Maybe there's something in there now. Honestly don't know if it, angles off right or left, or just goes straight through the tunnel. Not too for sure. But I do know one thing. They built a bridge for it, and this water's like filthy disgusting. So anyway, now back to the main topic, gifting. Go back over here. Whatever is out here, basically it's lurking, meaning anytime it chooses to, it will, what's that? Right there's proof. That is not deer poop. Right there's deer poop. That's not. Now, heed my advice. I won't make any of this up. I am, amateur explorer or field Scientology of showing or displaying facts or proof. But I do know one thing. I listened to, if you count real time, at least 1.5 months of time wasted listening to podcasts about sightings and recollections of people, typing a story to the narrator, or basically, as well as some trail camera footage that you can sometimes see online if you search far enough and deep enough into the internet. And there's logs and shit right here. Hold on. Why is there logs like built right here? They're like stacked up perfectly right there. I'm wondering why. That's the main question. And what's that? That ain't a bag. I'm just wondering what the hell really going on here. Then there's that stick right there, put like that. That's a sign kind of. Hold on. If you look at it, it looks unique stick, if that makes any sense. Meaning that it's been here. It's one of those markings like that. And why is that log stacked like that? There's more logs right here. What's that? Trash. And why is that right there? We'll be hopping or going in here in a second. Just trying to figure out the best way to go in. Because up here's the marsh. Right here. No way. No way. There is a fucking axe here. For all we know, it is the actual fucking, what's it called? Goat man. The axe handle's gone though. Meaning, in the legend of the Pennsylvania legend, the goat man has an axe, keeps an axe. For all we know, this is his axe, and he hopped off here. Because in the video yesterday, I filmed white hair, that's coarse. And I mentioned how you say as a kid, I went to a petting zoo and I petted a deer. And I know how the deer fur feels like. And it didn't feel like deer hair yesterday when I sampled it. I took it and put it in a bag, put it as a sample. You gotta always watch out for widowmakers, branches that may fall. You'd be dead out here. And look at all this stuff, it's kind of like piled up. As well as, since I'm out here, I'm gonna film what it did. Now I believe it did this to mark its territory. It wedged something here too. Was that hair too? Yo, what the fuck is that? Wow, I don't even know what to say. And anyway, right here, it did this. No man or lady or transsexual human did this just to do it. There is no reason to do. And then they like tied it up, tied it tight, put stuff on it and stuff. Take a look. Something's lightly knocking over there, signaling something that I'm here. That's what the birds do. Just tell the other birds, and the other bird tells the squirrel, and the squirrel tells deer, and deer tells the bipedal humanoid creature and starts knocking. Look at this. No way. That is not deer poop. It's not fresh though, but it is not deer poop. No. Here's Dogman Island. I dub it D. What's that? Sick. That's weird as fuck. What the fuck is that? And why is it like in the ground? Someone's knocking over there. Anyway, here's Dogman Island. In the flesh, or in real life. This is not CGI. No. This is real. I'm trying to make this video quick, then go somewhere and film a sign that we know I'm in New Ulm, Minnesota, since these pieces of shit federal agents and state police are stealing my identity. You tell they walk on here a lot. It's all muddy. Frogs are going crazy. Now look at, as I filmed yesterday, that is not deer poop. It's not cat poop either. That's some type of poop where whatever the creature ate has hair in it. Meaning it ate something alive that has hair. I'm guessing a squirrel. Alright, now if you do show up here, you gotta keep code. 3 buses. That way, it just stops. And then you knock 3 times. Believe it or not, it's scented too here. Literally like pissed right here or something. And it's put there, how you say, fashionably. Almost, how you say, precisionally. It's not yet done. But anyway, I'm going in. Right there. More poop. So you want to say I'm a liar, huh? Wrong. Wrong thing to say. Wrong thing to say about me. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the bread in the same spot as I did last time. Kind of like right there. It's where it didn't mind it. So I'm going to set the phone down there for a second. bag of bread. Obviously you heard that noise. So, hypothetically it sleeps right here. It wants to sleep here because it doesn't want, it wants to be elevated, obviously, where its head is off the ground. And as well, I mean, it is somewhat enclosed here, but then again, it can see who's coming right here. The trail is literally like 60 feet away, 70 feet away, and I'm literally on an island too, which don't ask me how, but it is an island. And anyway, here there's a shirt or something over there. Right there. Anyway, now put this right here. Set it right here for a second. Open this bag up. I'm gonna pause it. Now, you believe me or not, this is good bread. They all look rather good. You don't believe me? I'll taste it. Taste test. Body of Christ given to me. And body of Satan given to me. You wanna play a game? Come on. Alright. Wants it up higher, he said. Critters are getting into it. Put it up there, like that. Then, take this one and kind of put it over it. So it makes it a small canopy. And as well, hopefully, if it does rain again, the rain won't get into it too much. There's another piece of bread that was right there from a squirrel taking it and munching on it. Okay, right there. You take a piece of bread out too for, how you say, gifting a deer. I'm leaving now. Code to knock. Now, if you believe it, how I believe it, it don't give a shit. It waded through this water, broke down this tree because it's super strong. So it doesn't want to be wet all the time, you know what I mean? But if it has to, it'll trudge through this. Looks like deer has too. Wait a minute. That almost looks like, hold on. That almost looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 little claw markings. Dogman or Goatman. And anyway, make my way back here without slipping, hopefully. You gotta be very skilled and as well confident to balance, keep a good equilibrium. You don't want to fall in this water or even have your foot go in it. In my opinion, it's not quite gray water, but it is water where you don't know what's in it. And anyway, first we're gonna see if they ate the bread that I tossed over here. I tossed a piece of bread over here and like 10 different birds see me through it. First we'll go over here. It's gone. It's around here, wherever it was. Landed about here. Go right here. Walk over this way. Yo. What the fuck? Is that put in there like that? Hold on. Put this bread right here for a second. Is that put in there? It is. That's fucking weird as fuck. It's stuck in there. Pardon my French too for cussing. Okay, it's there. Just not there at this very moment, since Dogman Island has been created whatever time it was made by whichever creature. I still think it is a Dogman or Goatman, especially since I just saw that axe, or the remnants of an axe handle, excuse me. Now we'll go over to this side once. I'm gonna pause it for a second too, because I don't want to run out of film. There's something back here. They sent one deer just to run. All the other ones are somewhere else. I'm gonna pause it again. Right there, that is a huge deer print or goat print. It's not quite as big as the one I filmed in the wintertime in January 2026, but it is big. And look at this. Here's a sign that's wrapped around there. There's no reason a man would do that. Or maybe it is. Look at this. Hold on. The fuck is this? So this is somebody's like property. And they didn't claim it. So now the state took it. Wow. Get a good look. Native property. Spirit people. Deer people. My opinion. Now, I got this bread here. I'm gonna try to put it in a spot where I believe the deer go or monkey around or whatever. Look at these. It loves Mountain Dew or Sprite. There's something over there. I think they're under here though. I'm gonna put it under here. Out of respect. One may come and be in a better mood once it realizes that there's some food here. Oh yeah, it's here. There's hair on the ground right there. Okay. Well, c'est la vie. Just rip the bread in half a little bit. Put one right here. That's nicely snug there. And then put another one. You don't want it to get wet in case it rains. Put another one right here. Nicely snug kinda. There you go. Now we'll go over here. That's another spot. Yo, this is like skinwalker heaven around here. What the fuck is that? There's some little kid over there or something. Don't want to let them see me. They're over here exploring too. They won't be able to see me because I walk this way. As well as I don't want them to think that I'm a bean. Two young whippersnappers exploring. Look at this tire. It's a good tire still, kinda. It is a 15 size standard weld lug nut. It's a huge tree right here. You gotta look out for widowmakers. That tree is very large in circumference. Again, widowmaker is fallen branch, something that could fall on your head and kill you. Again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, that old folks home is the only one in the entire planet that is titled that. So therefore, I'm in New Ulm, Minnesota. Look at that right there. That's a sign right there. Okay, for the deer that are lost or something like that, they put that there so it tells them it's safe to walk down this trail right here, this area. It tied it there. There's no human that did that. Mystical deer people, or spirit being, skinwalker, Manitou is another term, a native term for spirit. And anyway, I'm in the thick of it here. Oh my god, this tree is huge. Hold on, I'll zoom here. Wow, this tree is massive. This is one of the biggest trees I've ever seen. Same with this one. That is a massive tree, and a widowmaker right above my head. Hey, there's a huge tire right there. This tree is so massive. It is seriously like 20 feet around or more. I don't think that's deer poop. This is a good tire kind of still. If anyone ever needs a tractor tire, come over here and take it. Take a lot of time and effort probably to get it out of here, but it could be done. It's coming up on the time where the camera may take off. That tree is huge. Unbelievable how big this tree is. This is one of the biggest trees I've ever seen in my entire life. Yo, it almost looks like that's a portal inside that tree too. And it's like got a spot where it runs up and dives in. Nope. It smells funny though. This tree has to be 50 feet around. This is the biggest tree I've ever seen in my life.